Hello everyone and welcome back to Sade Crochets. For this tutorial, we'll be doing our second part of the Bare Sands Bikini Collection series, which will be the triangle bikini top. And this is a very beginner-friendly bikini top. We'll be going over sizes A through double D and extra small through 3X for like the ties and everything. You can either use one color to make a solid bikini top or two different colors, your main color and your border. And you will need an F hook, which is a 3.75 millimeter hook, and a pair of scissors and medium weight 4 yarn. And let's jump right in. Okay, so you'll start off with your main color and make a slip knot. And all the sizes will start off the same way. For the foundation chain, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And so we're going to work in this very first stitch here. So we'll skip the first 2 chains and work into the third away from the hook. And we'll just put 3 double crochets into that third chain from the hook. 1, 2, and 3. So that's the first row there. And from here we're going to start row 2, and row 2 is a repeating row. So for row 2 we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and then we are going to put 2 double crochets in this first stitch. 1 and 2. So that is a double crochet increase by putting 2 double crochets in the very first stitch. And then we'll put 1 double crochet in every stitch across until we have 1 stitch left. So in this row we just have 1 in the middle, and now we have 1 stitch left. And in that last stitch we'll do another double crochet increase by putting 2 double crochets in that last stitch. So 1 and 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. So now you can see that it is increasing. So we're just going to continue to repeat row 2. So chain 1, turn your work, and we'll put 2 double crochets into this very first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch across until we have 1 stitch left. And now we have 1 stitch left, and we'll put 2 double crochets in that last stitch. So this is what it looks like now, and we're going to continue repeating this row where we put 2 double crochets in the first and last stitch, but only 1 double crochet in all of the middle stitches. And we're going to continue repeating that until for an A cup you're going to continue until you finish row 15. A B cup will finish row 17, a C cup will finish 18, D cup will finish 19, and a double D cup will finish row 21. So those rows are for full coverage. If you like a more minimal coverage, A cup you can finish until you can continue repeating these rows until you finish row 12. A B cup can finish row 14. A C cup can finish 16. A D cup can finish row 16. And a double D can finish row 18. And that'll give you kind of a less coverage look in your bra cup. So that's up to you, but continue repeating these rows for your size and to the liking of your fitting, and I'll meet you there. Alright, so this is what it looks like once you're done repeating your rows. And if you want to continue with the same color, then don't fasten off here, and continue and skip to the border for the first cup. And if you do want to change colors, then go ahead and fasten off here. So either you have fastened off or you're going to continue working with this strand of yarn. If you fastened off because you want to change colors, we're going to reattach a new color to this stitch here. So go ahead and get your border color, and I'm just going to reattach the yarn with a double knot, or you can use a different method if you like to attach your color differently. Okay, so from here we're going to pull up a loop, and every one, whether you change colors or not, you're going to chain one and turn your work. And I'm going to work over both of these two tails as I go. So chain one and turn your work. So in this very first stitch here, we're going to put 2 single crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2. And then from there we're going to be putting 1 single crochet in every stitch across until we reach the end of the row. Okay, so I just have a few left, and then when we get to having 1 stitch left, which is here, so once you have 1 stitch left, you're going to put 3 single crochets in that 1 stitch there. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's kind of how it looks like now. And then we're going to turn to work along the sides of these rows. So from here we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to skip like the side of this first row here, and then we're going to single crochet in the side of the next double crochet row. So skip this one and put a single crochet in the second row away, like that. And then we're going to chain 3, skip the side of this next row here, and put a single crochet in the side of this next row. So you can see they're kind of creating little loops here, and that's where your bottom tie is going to go into. So that's kind of what it looks like now. We're just going to continue repeating that. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip this next row, and single crochet in the side of the next row. So we're going to continue repeating that all the way across the bottom. Okay, so once you're approaching the end, it'll be up to your discretion how you want to finish it. Everyone has a different amount of rows, so this part might look a little bit different for everyone. But basically, you're just going to force your last stitch to be in this corner stitch. So we're going to put a single crochet in this corner stitch. You might be skipping 1 row and be right there at that corner stitch, or you might have 2 rows there. If you have 2 rows there, just go ahead and make your last stitch into that corner stitch. So we'll put a single crochet there, but in this corner stitch we'll also make sure we have 3 single crochets in this corner stitch like we did over here. So once you have your 3 single crochets in that corner stitch, turn your work, and now we'll work along the sides of these rows but this time we'll be putting 2 single crochets in the side of every row, in the side of every double crochet row. So 2 single crochets in the side of that first row, and then I'll put 2 single crochets in the side of the next row, and we'll just continue repeating that until we get to the next corner stitch there, and I'll meet you there. All right, so once you're approaching the corner, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up. So this first corner stitch, we had 2 single crochets in there already, so we'll go ahead and put the third one in there. And from there we will slip stitch into that very first single crochet of the row. So this is what it looks like now. You can see that's the bottom. This is going to be the top corner here. And now we're going to chain out that top chain for our size. So this will be according to size small through 3X, or extra small through 3X rather. So extra small, you can chain out 90, small can chain out 100, medium is 110, large is 120, 1X is 130, 2X is 140, and 3X can chain out 150 chains. All right, so once you chain out your chain for your size, we'll just go ahead and fasten off that last chain. So this is your first cup. So then you'll go ahead and make a second cup. Whether you are changing colors or not, you can fasten off or not. But we're gonna configure this cup so that it's mirroring this cup. So what we want to do is, you still want your tail to be at the top, but you want the 2 places with the actual stitches to face each other. So this is how the first cup went. We're just kind of flipping it so that it mirrors each other. And we're going to reattach to this first stitch, or you can just begin with your working yarn and start on this first stitch. We're going to start off by putting 2 single crochets in that first stitch, but this time we're going to walk or work along the sides of rows first. So we'll be doing this part first. So you'll be doing 2 single crochets in the side of every row until you reach this corner stitch, which is here in the mirror. So you'll be putting 3 single crochets in this corner stitch. And whatever you did here, if you skipped 2 rows or just 1, that's what you're going to do here. And then you'll be doing your chain 3s, skipping the side of one row and single crochet in the next, chain 3, just like we did down here. Once you get to this corner stitch, you'll put 3 single crochets in that corner stitch, and then you'll work your way around by putting 1 single crochet in every stitch across until you reach the top. Once you reach the top, you'll put 1 more single crochet in that top stitch, and then slip stitch to that first single crochet, which is also in that very same stitch, and then you'll make the same chain that you made. So it was 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, or 150 chains, and then from there you'll fasten off, and I will meet you there. Okay, so once you're done with your second border, it should look like this. It should mirror the other cup so that the middle has the actual stitches, and the sides of rows should be like towards the armpit. And from here we just need to do our bottom tie, and we're all done. And the bottom tie is going to be according to sizes extra small through 3X. So make a slip knot, and then we'll start chaining out our chain. So for extra small, you can chain 250, small is 260, medium is 270, large is 290, 1x is 310, 2x is 320, and 3x can chain 330 chains. And once you chain out your chain for your size, we're just going to go ahead and fasten off. And then you can weave your tail into your 2 bikini cups. Now I like to put it into this stitch that has the 3 single crochets in it, just because it kind of anchors it very well. So I put it in there first, and then I start weaving it in through the rest of these. Actually, I can probably do this with my finger. So I'm gonna go ahead and weave this all the way through, back and forth. And I'm gonna hit both corners. Oops. So once I get to this second corner, I'm gonna definitely make sure that I get that through that corner stitch with the 3 single crochets above it. And that's how I was weaving it through. So after that, you're just gonna mirror for the other side. So it looks like I came up, so I'm gonna go down into this corner this time and continue weaving through, up and down, just so that it's mirrored. And once you're done weaving in your little bottom tie here, you are finished with your triangle bikini top. It's super simple and easy and beginner friendly. And I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment if you like this video. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.